A-Plus Contracting and Poly Welding have positions available for multi-skilled operators such as excavators, grader, loaders, posi track and more. Based in the Hunter Valley with incentives and above award wages offered. Contact A-Plus Contracting and Poly Welding now.
Bengalla, for the region, for locals, for the future.
Yeah, well, welcome to the ETB Industries Footy Fever Reserve Grade pre-game show, boys. What two cracking games of football we've had so far. That was a great under-18s finish.
Absolutely great little clash there between Singleton and Scone, and I can tell you now there's one bloke on the right here that'll be very excited and happy about the result of League Tag today.
Absolutely, Foxy, mate.
Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Girls played absolutely outstanding today, and look, don't take anything away from Scone. Sophie's team have been the force all year, Foxy, and you know yourself, mate, being one of the only other coaches to beat Scone.
Yes.
Just as a by the by. Two of the only people to beat Scone at the grand final. But hey, look, again, you've got to give credit where credit's due, Foxy. They're a bloody good team, as was that under-18s team out there just a minute ago.
We're not going to have as much time as what we thought, boys.
We're not. They're going to come straight on, but that's okay. Let's move through the under-18s. Singleton just taken that out. 10-8, I think the score was, boys.
8-6. 2-point ball game again.
8-6 in the ladies. Oh, no, that was 10-8.
10-8 in the ladies and 8-6 in the 18s there.
2 points. It's a long time ago, mate. It's about 20 years ago.
He's very refreshed by now.
Singleton Thoroughbreds. Singleton
Thoroughbreds.
Singleton Greyhounds.
Yeah, how many you had there, Skip?
I've been awake and down here since 6:30.
Oh, stop it.
That's why I've been in the car asleep. Let's go through the reserve grade sides anyway, because it's about to get underway.
Let's do that. You got Aberdeen, Foxy.
I'll take on Aberdeen. So at fullback, we got the ever-reliable Joshua Watson. On the wings, we have Billy Windsor and Curtis Irving. In the centres, Jack Price and Mitch Everly. In the halves, we have Brady Miller-Freebarn, and wearing the 7 is Thomas Birch, Maxi Greason and Bradley Fenton, the captain coach. In the front row with James Straightner, hooker. Back row of Jack Pryor, Jay Millwood, and Trent Walker, the reserve grade player of the year, will lock out the scrum. On the bench, we have Corey Gilmore, Jim Diggins, Bailey Miller-Freebarn, Malik Love, Bailey Carter and Mitchell Comerford.
Absolutely, mate. And Greta Branxton, Zach Leonard, same thing, mate. He's out the back at the fullback. Jackson Cassidy and Casey Parsons will be on the wings. Nick Holland and Joe Hall will be in the centres. Declan Keegan, that's a change from last week as well, mate. And Nick Leonard is in the half. Robbie Granger Jr., Mick Regan in the front row. Will Leonard in the take up the centre. Simon Harmer, Brendan Bendyke, Ethan Sams round out that scrum pack there, Foxy. William Regan, Thomas Cooper, Jesse Howard, Cal Nugent, Mark Hull and Damon Baird. Now, a couple of notables there. Callum Nugent back to reserve grade, Reg.
Yeah, we have to go, guys. And as Braith will throw to the main camera and we'll get the commentary
We'll get on
underway.
with the call. That was quick.
And we're live here for the reserve grade grand final between Aberdeen and Greta Branxton. Singleton just took out the 18s. Let's be interested to see what happens here. I'm joined here by Hayden Fox.
Hello, Bradley. How you going, mate?
Sensational, mate. All warmed up, ready to rumble.
Warmed up, refreshed, and ready to rumble in this reserve grade grand final here today between Aberdeen and Greta Branxton, mate. Cracking afternoon for football, isn't it?
Absolutely. Again, I wish I was playing in it, mate, but anyhow, not to be.
Yeah, our teams just weren't that good this year, sorry.
As they go down here to Leonard, he'll get it on to... We're going to call him Junior today with a strong run. Met hard there by Aberdeen. This should be a good game here, Foxy. Plays it back. Gets it out there to the number 12 in, Brandon Bendyke. Hands to the sky, don't worry about that. Junior with another run up here. That's a great start from Junior. Gets it on here to Mickey Regan. He played well last week, Mickey Regan. Let's see if he has another big game here. Gets him up to the 40-metre line, just on this eastern side. Goes out the back. Gets it on to Leonard, who kicks down. Not the best kick here, Foxy, but anyhow.
Yeah, Joshy Watson attacks the ball well there, though. Takes the ball on the run and marches up over to the 40-metre line, and he's met in a strong wall of Greta Branxton Colts there. They bury him into the dust bowl here at Greta. Curtis Irving with a nice little C-line scoot. Gets out. Travels forward about 6 metres down the centre of the field there for Aberdeen on the second play. Here we go, the reserve grade player of the year, Trent Walker, does a normal characteristic run in behind the ruck there before he's met by two strong defenders and they work him onto his back. James Drayton jumps into dummy half here. He'll find Bailey Miller-Freebarn on the right-hand edge. He finds big Aiden Edwards there. He's met a cracking tackle by the ever-reliable defender of Joe Hall. They're tackled about 38 metres from the Greta Branxton line here. Trent Walker looks for a tip on there. The captain coach and Bradley Fenton. He's met by Junior and Ethan Sams in a strong three-man tackle there by the Greta Colts. 30 out centre of the field here. They look for Bailey to put it into the sky on the last tackle. He does exactly that.
Oh, and he's knocked that on there. Aberdeen ends up. That's you, Foxy.
Yeah, big Bray Miller on the Johnny on the spot there. Picks up the loose ball on the drop from the fullback there by Greta. They're 10 out centre in the field with a full set of 6 here. Great start. Trent Walker gets the ball there and tips on to the left there to his partner in Maxi Greason. He's met in a strong tackle there, 1-on-1. They bring him to the ground, about 5 to the left, the uprights. Drayton goes to Walker. Walker skips across. Ooh. Just a missed assignment there by the runner off him, but he skips back against the grain. He's got 2 to beat. He's about a metre shy of the try line there. Hard as ever to get down Trent Walker. He'll play the ball back to Drayton here. Drayton gets the ball out to Miller-Freebarn. He drops Bradley Fenton underneath. He's going back in against the ruck there. He's going to be hard to stop from here. He's got 4 Greta Branxton blokes holding onto him. He's over the line. He'll play the ball. There's a horrible play the ball.
Yeah, and rightly so.
Darren Whitball won't miss that today. Benko, what are your thoughts on the opening sets there, mate?
Lovely, fantastic stuff. Yeah, just a little mistake right under the post by Brad, and plenty of pressure both sides. Greta just struggled to get out of their own end there for a little while, but Aberdeen have come here. They're ready to go.
A few changes to the Greta side here, I see. From the previous weeks as they get it out. Leonard gets it out to Jackson Cassidy, who just takes one up there. Just over the 10-metre line out of Greta's end. Goes inside there to Declan Keegan.
Great shot.
Sorry, Brandon Bendyke to take that. Excuse me. Goes open side to Mickey Regan, who looks to show and goes it, but takes it himself. He's been put on his back here, and good defence by Aberdeen. Right in the middle of the field here, just over the 20-metre line. Goes open to Junior, as we're going to call him for the game.
Finds his front there.
Yeah, finds his front. Thanks, Foxy. Goes out the back here. Regan ends up with that. Don't know if that was who was meant to get it anyway. Met hard there by Aiden Edwards, I believe that was. Plays it back. Out the back to Leonard. Here we go. They're going to have to... There's a float
for Watson here.
Great take.
Takes it well. He's been safe the first 2 carries there. Met in a strong tackle by Ethan Sams.
Ethan Sams, that was. Excuse me. Great shot.
Crowd erupted to that. Curtis Irving gets out of dummy half with a nice little C-line scoot there before he's met by a wall of blue. The Colts put him down with Simon Harmer coming in to help out with that tackle there. Trent Walker, another touch here. He's been active early, and that's what they need from the reserve grade player of the year. He beats off 1 or 2 there before he hits down the right edge.
Inside.
Met by the cover defence there by Declan Keegan. They bring him down on the 40-metre line on the Greta side of the field, 1 metre shy of the sideline here. Billy Windsor tips onto the big Aiden Edwards, charging onto that ball. Brought down in a strong 2-man tackle. Simon Harmer over the top there. Drayton in the dummy half. Maxi Greason will take it forward like he does. Marches the ball into the centre of the field there, about 30 shy of the Greta Branxton Colts line. Ball goes out the left here. Bailey Miller with a high bomb. It hasn't really travelled forward too far, but nonetheless it's gone sideways towards Aberdeen. Curtis Irving lets it bounce here. Mitch Everly gets on.
Oh, watch out!
Wow. Mitch Everly's trying
And
back
Zachy
in.
Leonard just
Wow.
had to hold that, and he was gone for all money there, Hayden Fox.
Intercept.
Yeah, absolutely. He catches that. There's no stopping him. He would have ran home under the post there with the Greta crowd absolutely riding him home like their last $10 was riding on that. But, geez, Aberdeen, lucky to get away with one there, mate.
Big time Reggie. Big time Reggie. Big
Jeez.
time Foxy and Youngie. Yes. A couple of errors there, but well done to the Aberdeen. They're going to have the more pressure on the home team here right away. 40 out.
As Miller Freebarn drops Aiden Edwards off the scrum there, he'll take it straight at Simon Harmer. 3 blokes there wrestling him, trying to get him to the ground. They'll have a tough day trying to wrestle him to the ground. Simon Harmer puts him in a bit of a chokehold and brings him down. Drayton darts out of dummy half with the slow markers there, and Simon Harmer rides him to the ground there. About 20 shy, and yep, Darren Whitbourne seen that he wasn't square there.
Rightly so there, Foxy. Well deserved.
Yeah, earned the right to
Good
quick
vision.
play the ball there, and Jimmy Drayton earns a penalty there as Aiden Edwards takes about his 3rd carry there. Strong as ever, 10 metres. Marches towards the Greta line. They're about 12 shy of the try line here, centre of the field. Maxi Greason takes one. He beats off one. He beats off another with a strong palm.
It's only
He's
very close.
inches short there. About 5 or 6 sucked into that defensive effort there for Greta. They've got to be careful here. They'll be short out
Numbers
wide.
left.
Drayton into dummy half. Throws one wide there. Not the best ball.
Casey
And it's swooped on by
Parsons.
Casey Parsons. There's a bit of a loose ball there. Let's see what Darren calls here.
And that's called a knock on there. And that will be Greta's feed.
The big forwards are going to feel this, boys. The heat was here in the major semi-final day. The big front rowers, both teams, I can see Bradley Fenton and Maxi Grecian. Aiden Edwards was used fantastic the way they used him off the bench, give him a quick good 5 to 10 minutes, and then they brought Corey Gilmore and the likes of Jimmy Diggins on for the Aberdeen Tigers, and they'll need some impact like these 3 boys have done so far for the Aberdeen Tigers.
As Jackson Cassidy slightly burst through there. Not a bad run there. They've put him on his back though. Aberdeen and he's very slow there. He's up to his feet. He's right. Goes short side. Harmon.
The veteran.
Ever reliable Mr. Harmon back for the grand final. Gets up. Goes short side again. Goes himself there, Leonard. Oh, he's met questionably high there by Fenton, I believe that was, the captain. But anyway, allowed to play on. Goes open side. On to Mickey Regan. Short at the line there. Gives it on to Junior. Or Robert Junior Grissinger as we'll call him. But Junior will do for the game. He won't mind. And that's a penalty from Darren Whitbourne there. Up around the head, I believe that was, Foxy.
Yeah, yep, couple in a row there, and he's called one there. So nice little piggyback for Greta to get up the field here. They'll be cheering about that. But as you said, touched on there, Benko, the heat will take it to these forwards. There's a few hands on hips already, mate.
This is Greta's first venture into the Aberdeen half.
As Mickey Regan steams onto that one. Gets to 45 metres out on this eastern side here on the tram line, as I love. Gets it inside there. Gives it onto the 13 and Ethan Sams. Out to Leonard. Gets it onto the 12 in Brandon Bendyke. Plays it. Goes it. Junior's been busy here.
Ooh,
short, or
hospital
maybe
pass
not. Ethan
somewhat.
Sams has got that. Looks to go himself there. Gets him out at about 32 metres out on the western side here. Probably just inside my favourite tram line. And there was a miscommunication there. Probably not the pass that Leonard should have passed, and Junior's dropped that. He wasn't expecting it, Foxy.
Yeah, Trenny Walker, Johnny on the spot, swoops on the loose ball there as Aiden Edwards takes the footy here. Strong carry, goes straight at Junior there. Front row meets front row as he's brought down on the 40-metre line, centre of the field here.
Max Grecian's
Very
off,
slow
boys.
to get up there as Jay Millwood comes in and takes a carry off his edge here. Strong carry, bounces out of one would-be defender there. Just carries another 2 up over the halfway line here. Trendering into the Greta Branxton half as Trent Walker gets into first receiver and tips on there to Mitchy Comerford, who's fresh
run.
on the field, and he's bumped off 1 or 2. Sent a couple of Greta boys flying. Jimmy Drayton into dummy half. They find Bray Miller here. He tips on to Bradley Fenton, and Bradley Fenton's got a wind up here. He goes straight into the waiting arms of Simon Harmer, though, and he's brought down his strong tackle over the top.
Jimmy Diggins is on Fox.
32. Thanks, Benko. Diggo's on. Bailey Miller takes a dummy in himself. He's poked through the line there. He gets the ball away.
ball.
Price is away. They won't stop him from here.
In the corner.
Too easy.
And
Great
that
eyes up
is
footy.
Champagne Rugby League there, Foxy.
I love it. I love it. Great eyes up footy there by Baylor. He just tipped on the first few times he touched it there. Greta defence was starting to get a little bit passive and sliding off. Throws the dummy, slices through the line himself, finds Jack Price in support. And on the A-plus contracting and polywelding try scorers, that is Jack Price.
Great
So
work, great lead-up work to that, boys, by the Aberdeen guys. The forwards in particular, they just made some good ground. They made plenty of room for Bailey. I see now the Bradley Fenton is off. So Aiden Edwards and Maxi Grushin, this is what I spoke about in the major semi-boy. Their rotation of the big forwards was fantastic for Aberdeen.
Yeah, absolutely. Rotation in reserve grade is such a massive thing, especially on a day like today. Being able to get the best out of your forwards when they're rolling in and onto the field. You don't want to be leaving them out there. As good as some of those forwards are, and you need them on the field. You need them fresh when they're out there too. So
I couldn't agree more.
Youngie, the thing that I just wanted to quickly touch on is that the likes of Mitchy Comerford and Millwood and Jimmy Diggins, they had outstanding games in the major semi. If they can continue this form here, Gruder's in a lot of trouble, I tell you.
Yeah, and that's they're not going to go die wondering. I know that the head says that Greta in a home final. All calculations and stats lead to that, but Aberdeen ain't going to go down wondering. And on the ETB Industry scoreboard with 24 and a half minutes to go, or as young Reggie would say, what are we at? I'm a front row. Don't even worry about it. 4-0 with a kick to come.
Numbers and front rows don't go together, mate. That's a great kick there.
That's
a great kick.
6-0 on the ETB Industry scoreboard.
And he lets a couple of Greta boys behind him on the fence there know about it, that he slotted that and yous were wrong.
10 minutes and 50 seconds into the opening half here, and Aberdeen go up.
Couple of interchanges here for Greta. I see the big fella Damon Bard and Mark Hull coming onto the field. He was very, very aggressive last week, Mark Hull.
Yeah, and Damon Bard was absolutely explosive.
Be good to see that match up through the middle there. I think Damon Bard and Trent Walker will go at each other here. As the kickoff goes downfield here, it's a wobbly old one. It'll bounce once. Bray Miller takes it and hands it off to...
who hit that? That was a solid shot.
Yeah, solid shot on Jack Pryor there. Massive collision as he's brought down on the 20-metre line. Ball goes to Jay Millwood here. The Greta Branxton line speed here has been great, these first two plays. They are hungry after losing that first try there.
Might be the thing they needed.
As Mitch Everly comes in from the centres here to take a carry. Big body there. They need him to come in and get the boys out of trouble here. He wrestled there with Damon Bard before he's brought down eventually about 32 shy of his own try line there. Trent Walker gets the ball. He'll take it himself. Throws the dummy outside. Trundles the ball up to the 40-metre line, centre of the field here. Brought down a good tackle there by Leonard. Ball goes out the back to Bailey Miller. He'll put the kick down. He's from inside the 40. He goes down the way of Casey Parsons.
Good kick. He takes that on the full there. Steps inside. Well, actually, he's met there nicely.
He's lost
dropped that ball there. That's
a
great defensive effort there by their number 11, Jack Pryor. And Aberdeen have ended up with the ball here. That's a lot of pressure for Greta right now, Foxy.
Yeah, Bray Miller swooped on a loose footy there, and this is a great opportunity for Aberdeen as Curtis Irving takes the first run there.
Swervo.
Throws an offload out the back there that I'm sure the coach won't be happy about. Yeah,
Darren has called a knock on.
Nick Holland, I believe, on the field there. Just let him know about it too. Nick Holland does love getting in the ears of the opposition, so Curtis Irving pushed him off there.
Surprisingly, they put him back in the centres. I thought he had the game of his life in the back row there last week up at Greta, Foxy, when we called it.
I agree, mate. We called him as the man of the match there last week.
I think so. Did he end up with it? Do we know, Benko?
No, he got ours. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, boys.
With Leonard to feed the scrum here. Pushes the other Leonard out, I believe. Lots of Leonards. Here we go. Gets it on into the number 4 and Joey Hall there. He comes in and takes a run up the middle here. Gets him over the 30-metre line. Goes left here to Mark Hull, the aggressor from last week. Let's see what he's going to do today. That's a good run there. They put him on his back there, Aberdeen. Just before the halfway. Oh, that was a bobble there. Anyway, let go. And the number 14's come on, and Will Regan gets him up over the halfway. 45 out from Aberdeen's line. Damon Bard, straight and hard. And that's what they need from Damon Bard today here. Great run. Finds his front, as Matt Kenny loves me saying. Goes left, open side. Oh, and Declan Keegan has dropped that cold.
Yeah. Boys, I just want to give a big rap to Jimmy Drayton there in that defensive effort in that set of 6. He made a couple of crucial one-on-one tackles around the legs, and he dropped them big time. And big forwards, as you know, do not like getting dumped down early around the legs in that hard ground out in the middle there. So well done to Jimmy Drayton.
Absolutely
not. As you'd know, Brad Young, every time you took the ball forward.
Preaching to the converted.
Nothing worse than being cut in half by a little halfback.
Absolutely.
Are we thinking Greta's looking a bit flat here, boys?
It's a little bit. They're just finding their feet, I reckon. There's early fixtures here in this ball game.
Look at that dust, lads.
Yeah, Mitch Everly straight into the dust bowl there on the 40-metre line. Jack Pryor with another strong carry there. Bumps off the first would-be defender. Bumps off another. Really good leg speed there. Gets him up over the halfway line as they enter Greta Branxton's side of the field here. And that man, Trent Walker, with the footy, tips on to Mitchy Comerford. Mitchy Comerford met in a strong tackle there by Simon Harmer and the help of Declan Keegan.
Good quick
Finds his
play
front
the
though.
ball.
You get a quick play the ball away, and
Very
Jimmy Drayton
quick.
goes
Yes,
from
Jimmy.
9. Jumps out. Great tackle there by the other opposition hooker in Leonard. Brought down 30 metres shy of the Greta Branxton Colts line. Centre of the field here. Ball goes out to Bailey Miller. Tips on to Trent Walker. Trent Walker lets the ball go out here to Jack Price, sorry. He bumps off the
Great
first
tackle.
tackle there before being met over the top there.
By Barnes.
No, Declan Keegan. Barnes is out, surprisingly, Benko. I don't know what's going on there. Walker with the kick
Trent
there.
Walker,
Sorry,
that looks
Foxy.
heavy off the boot, mate.
Good program.
Yeah.
And fair taken there by Zach Leonard, who'll bring it back to the 20-metre line here for a quick
And he's
20
off.
metre, and he's off and away. They've turned around. They're not looking. Met solidly there.
Get rid of that.
Yeah, the 3 changes were Harry Hobden out, obviously, and
Harry's out.
Harry is out, mate, according to the
kidding.
program.
You're kidding.
I don't know what's going on there. Anyhow, plays it back. Damon Bard winds up.
Oh, wow.
That's a good run. He's bumped one off. He's got him up over the 50 there, and they're definitely trying to get behind the boys. Gets it out to Harmon. Goes himself there. Stays down the hey diddle diddle. I'm allowed one for the game, Foxy.
A couple of good runs here, lads. Couple of good
35
runs.
out from the Aberdeen line. Goes left. Hands to the sky. Keegan with the ball. Chips over the top here.
That's a great
Finds the
little
grass.
Needs a
He's gonna
bounce.
sit up.
Needs a
Good
bounce.
pressure. Oh, and that's taken well there by Aberdeen.
He's going to go into touch here, though.
Yes.
And that's good defence.
That's great eyes up footy there by Declan Keegan. I think he wanted to put it a little bit higher than that, but found the grass at the back there vacant. Put it into the corner there and backed his edge to chase the ball down and drag Joshy Watson into touch.
Much better set there by the Greta Branxton boys. A couple
Absolutely.
of really good runs up the middle. Made some good ground there. Made a bit of room for Declan and Nicholas Leonard there, the Greta boys. And they're inside the 10 metres. The restart, 20 in from touch, 10 out from the Aberdeen line, Greta Branxton.
So I would assume that Harry's out. Barnes is out as Harmer takes a run here up the middle.
He's
And
close.
and he
Wow.
got close there. And Jacob Barnes, surely he's only out due to injury there, Benko, as they get up to play. Goes open side. In the 14 there, and Will Regan. He
Oh,
gets it
great
offload.
offload.
Gets it off too. Number 12 in Brandon
Good tackle
Bendyke.
from
Great
Jack
tackle there.
Pryor.
What's Whitbourne called there? A penalty?
Round
Let's
the
have a
head.
listen and
Did
see
he-
what that
Did
was.
he get him high? Did he get him high?
Eye
Yes.
shot, yeah. And the other one was Cassidy in for Zach Kelly out as Damon Bard takes the tap there.
He's going to be hard to
He's
contain.
going to be hard to contain. He's not. Has he got
No,
that over there?
no. I'm looking at Darren.
lost
He's
it.
saying lost it over the line.
We'll have a listen here, see what Darren's got to say about that. Lost footy.
That's uncharacteristic there by Damon Bard. He's, as we know, he's a very experienced player. I would have expected him to hold that. But anyhow,
He's preaching that he was stripped. Nevertheless,
I tell you one thing, the first word that pops into your mind every time you drop a football, it was stripped.
I can guarantee you from a front rower's perspective, that's what I'm preaching.
You never drop anything.
No
and
way.
as a captain coach yourself, Foxy, I'd never hear that from you.
Oh, I never question any ref call. I don't know what
No,
they're about.
no. Only as a water boy.
As Mitch Everly gets Aberdeen underway here off the scrum, one out. He's brought down there in a strong wrestling tackle there by Mark Hull over the top. A little bit of niggle in this. There's a little bit of wrestle as they get up and play the footy here. That'll be big Bailey Carter with a strong carry straight at Simon Harmer. Simon Harmer
Jeez.
hip drops him down to the ground there.
Some good
Brought
contact.
down 20 out from your own line. Jimmy Diggins takes the ball forward, goes straight at the arms of Declan Keegan there, who meets him in a strong tackle. Really good tackle by the 5'8" underneath there. Jimmy Drayton into dummy half. Bailey Miller, early tip on there to Maxi Greason. He goes straight at Joe Hall.
Oh, great.
That was
Joe
good
Hall will
contact.
not miss a tackle all day. He's probably one of the ever reliable defenders in this lineup. The ball goes to Miller here. He'll put it downtown from inside the 40. The ball goes
good
higher than it
pressure.
does longer. Casey Parsons attacks it.
Great effort.
Good take there by Casey. He
Oh,
bursts
no.
through. He's over the 50-metre line.
Oh,
He's
didn't that
been
have to be
tackled.
made?
Great tackle there by
Josh
Josh Watson there on the 40-metre line on the western side. Gets it on there to the number 3
good
in
tackle.
Nick Holland there. Good contact again there by Aberdeen. They're going to have to scramble here as Greta goes on the attack. Just under the 30-metre line. Goes short as Will Regan does. Makes good metres there. Stepping around. 1, 2. Gets them up over the 20-metre line on the western side here. Here we go. Goes open side. Gets it on there to Zach Leonard. Gets it out to Keegan, who chips over the top for Cassidy. It's found the grass here, and Aberdeen has tapped it out in goals. So that will be a drop out there for Aberdeen. That's not a bad set there, Benko.
Again, the forwards are doing some great work for Greta Branxton, but I've got to give Aberdeen's defence plenty of credit. It is a real hard slog out there in the middle, and both teams, well done, making this game
I'll tell you what,
all the more exciting.
Tell you what might break this game open. The addition of Cal Nugent has just come onto the field here.
Absolutely.
A lot of first-grade experience this year. Very reliable defender, but also adds a lot in attack through the middle there. It looks like he's jumped on the right edge. Look for him to crack this game open.
As they Aberdeen with a short dropout, shall we call it, Nicky? And that's been knocked on anyhow. And I believe that's Nugent with the ball in his hands. He's already got a touch in him already. Second effort there from Aberdeen, but it's let it go. Hands to the sky. Goes open side. Gets it on to Damon Bard. Wasn't much of a wrap there. Anyway, Regan's got the ball there. That's an offload from Bard. 5 metres out. Just on the western side here. They go. Leonard goes for a run himself. He's held up there. 1 metre short. Regan with a sloppy pass there. Knocked on by Aberdeen. What's Darren Whitmore? Knock on by Aberdeen there. And that's probably the best, outside of getting the ball themselves, that's the best result that Aberdeen could have hoped for. Now, they're going to have to defend again, but they do have a 6-0 lead on the ETB Industries scoreboard with 14 and a half minutes to go in the half.
Yep, they'll have another shot at them here. I think, Aberdeen just shut that down there. They knew they were short to that edge and just got a hand in the pass lane there and shut down the play. Yeah, but they'll have to work hard here for another 6 tackles and shut down this Greta side with the addition of Jesse Howard, who's just come on the field too. So
that's another one that's going to make a big difference in this game, Foxy.
A lot of first-grade fielding back through here for Greta today.
As they play it out, gets it on to Keegan. Goes at the line. Gets it on there to the number 16 in Jesse Howard. And Darren Whitbourne has called it forward.
Let's have a listen and see what's said here.
Not the same. One's down here and one's up there. Scrum? Yeah, mate, scrum,
Yep. He doesn't miss much, Darren, and he's called it exactly how we've seen it. Forward pass there, which unfortunately we just touched on that man, Jesse Howard. He would have crossed on his first touch there. Good footy there by the Declan Keegan. Been impressed with him early here for Greta.
Yes, he was played. If I'm right, he played centres last week. Benko Keegan did, and we obviously had Barnesy playing 6. Is he out injured? He must be, surely.
He broke his jaw last week, mate.
Is that what ended up happening? Thanks, Foxy.
By the way, boys, Declan Keegan is certainly controlling both sides of the ruck there. He's done it exceptionally well.
Strong carry there off the scrum by Bray Miller. Punching above his weight there, the young 17-year-old. Brought down in a good tackle there by Cal Nugent. Joshy Watson into dummy half. Fires the ball out to Jay Millwood. Jay Millwood only knows one way, and that's straight forward. He goes straight into the waiting arms there. Nick Holland up for the challenge here today. He's brought down a strong tackle there on the grandstand, on the canteen side of the field. Curtis Irving takes a run in off the wing, and they lap that up in the middle there, Greta, and they've picked him up and dropped him on his back in a very dominant tackle there. Maxie Greason takes a footy one off the ruck. Matches Damon Bard there in a physical contest. They're wrestling around. Damon Bard wins that one and he brings him down on the 40-metre line.
Great battle.
Right in the middle of the dust bowl there.
Shirts off for the boys.
Yeah, strong little contest. And Maxie ends up with his shirt off. As the ball comes on here to Bailey Carter. He crashes up over the ad line in a good carry there before Cal Nugent comes in and finishes him off over the top.
I believe that's really Tommy Cooper on as well there,
Really
Foxy.
good controlling tackle there by Nugent. The ball comes out the back here to Bailey Miller. He puts it on the foot.
Says catch that.
Yeah, that's a good kick.
Casey under that pretty comfortably. Not a good chase there by Aberdeen. I know it was fairly long kick, but it was still pretty high. Anyway, as they get up, they play it on here. And young Will Regan will take that himself, if I've got that correctly. Gets up, plays the ball, goes open side, gets it on to Jesse Howard. He trips in it.
He's been sniped
by the dust that is on the ground here. Anyway, gets up, plays the ball, goes left. Gets out to Keegan on to Jackson Cassidy. Bit of late footwork, gets him up to the halfway line, just on the eastern side here. Will Regan runs a dummy. Keegan goes there, kicks it, but it's going to go down the throat here. Oh, and he's dropped it.
Backwards.
Backwards by Whitbourne. He takes the footy, he steps off his left, straight in the arms of the Declan Keegan there. Chases his own kick down.
He's having a good game, Keegan.
Best on ground so far in my eyes.
Absolutely.
Footy goes on to Josh Watson here. He takes it out of his own end. He's met a little bit high there. Nonetheless, it's play on. He's brought down a dominant tackle, middle of the field here. Aiden Edwards back on the field for his second stint. Goes straight into the Greta wall there. Finds his front here.
Foxy, the thing about Aberdeen, Trent's been off. Trent Walker's been off, but he has come back on right as we speak.
Yeah, they've missed
They
him a
go
little bit
forward,
the last 5
yes,
minutes,
definitely.
Yes.
Good contact
as the ball comes
again.
wide here to Jack Price, and he's met a strong tackle there.
Corey Gilmore.
Declan Keegan and another good tackle. Corey Gilmore under the field. He'll add a bit of spark out of 9. Little tip on there, finds Aiden Edwards through the middle of the field. He's got his arm free, looking for an offload. He doesn't find it, though, as he's wrestled to the ground on the 50-metre line.
Don't worry about dancing, Aiden. Just run it straight.
Ball goes right, and Corey Gilmore put it on the
kick.
foot out at Hummy
Very
half
good
here.
kick.
Really good kick downfield. They need a good chase on the back of it.
As
The ball's
Zach
going to
Leonard's
trickle in
gonna
at
watch
touch.
it. Go
That's,
over.
that's a great set there in my eyes,
That
Benko.
was, mate.
Top set, all the good work there. Aiden Edwards, how hard is he to put to ground?
Believe you me, from someone that's played against him in the forwards, he is a monster to put
The
down,
first
mate.
thing you'd tell people is you can't go high on him because he's just shrugging you off. He's just gonna bash you off. But I like the inception here of Corey Gilmore and Trent Walker's come back on together. They work really well at dummy half and first receiver, both sides.
As Regan takes that first one off the start. Gets up, plays it back. They go short side here, and they give it on there too.
Oh,
I couldn't
strong
see it,
contact.
sorry.
Great tackle by
I
Maxi
believe that
Grushin.
might have been Joey Hall, was it?
Yeah, Joey Hall, one off the ruck there.
Goes Mickey Regan to get the ball. Goes out there to Nugent, I believe that was.
Yep, the
Cal
white here.
Nugent, mate. Yeah, that's correct. Goes open side. He goes for a run himself there in Will
Good
Leonard.
dart, good
That's
dart.
great meters. Just 49 metres out. Let's just call it the 50 for between friends. Gets up, plays it back. Goes for Will Regan. Goes for a run himself. Maybe not. Oh, he gets the ball out and it's gone back there. Leonard's got the ball. Goes back to Cassidy. It's gone back according to Darren Whitbourne. Cassidy's got it. Dances around. Makes a few metres up the middle. Gets them up. That's where they need to be. On the 40-metre line. Last tackle. Gone left. As Zach Leonard puts it to the sky with a good torp. Says, catch
torpedo
this.
bomb there.
And
Right,
that's a
Joshy
great
Watson
take.
safe as Howes is at the back there. Before
Oh,
Jesse
that
Howard.
is
is
Jesse
great.
Howard. That's fantastic.
That's first grade quality right there.
Absolutely.
And Joshy Watson's still down in the in-goal area.
Really, really good football all round. Great take from Joshy Watson, but equally good kick chase by the Greta Branxton Colts. And they took him straight back into, they only had to take him a couple of metres, but it still had to be achieved. And well done to everyone involved there, especially the Greta Branxton boys. That's that repeat set they need.
I tell you what, Joshy Watson's not well here. He's definitely not looking for worms for his fishing trip here. He's a little bit groggy after that knock.
Well, Curtis Irving was trying to say that it was somewhat high in Curtis's eyes, but I don't think there was anything in it.
That was my next question for you, Benko, if you thought it didn't look too high to me.
He grabbed him around the shoulder area, but I mean, I haven't had the benefit of a replay, mate, but nevertheless, it was a great set by Greta Branxton.
With 9 minutes, 4 seconds left to go on the ETB industry scoreboard, Aberdeen 6-0 over the Colts here. Absolute cracker day here at Greta, Benko.
Oh, it's hot, and I just see Aiden Edwards has gone back off for his second or third break, and the impact that he has when he's come back on. Here's the restart from the line.
As it goes down to Leonard, who gets it onto Junior. He's back on his second, steaming hard onto it. He's
great.
great. Solidly there by Walker, and I believe that was Pryor. Thanks, Benko. Will Regan to take a run there, I believe that was. Yep, that's correct. We've got the Leonard brothers, all of them on the field. They go open side, gets it onto Leonard. Regan has a juggle. That's good hands there in the end by Regan. That could have been spelled disaster. He's put on his back there. Aberdeen aiming up in defence here, trying to hold him out. Gets up. Goes on Declan Keegan for the first mistake of the game from He's been brilliant till then.
It wasn't a great pass. It went around his knees. I know we all say that he should have taken it, but it was a bit sloppy, real careless, especially when they're in possession inside the 30.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably not the best execution there.
And
as
he's
Aberdeen,
looking to the sky.
Aberdeen end up with the footy here. And
Great shot.
Who was that? Jesse
That
Howard
so
in a
good.
great
And
tackle.
there's that
on
first
Thomas
grade
Birch.
quality.
As the ball gets tipped on from Trent Walker to Jay Millwood as they crab to the middle of the field here, about 43 shy of their own try line.
That's the last time Thomas Birch will take one up like a front
He'll
rower.
be looking for the sideline after that. Corey Gilmore in a dummy half. Trent Walker active with the ball in his hands again. Finds Jack Pryor running off his hip there. Goes waiting to the waiting arms of Leonard.
That's a good combination there with Walker and Pryor out there on that left side.
Spot on, Youngie.
Foxy.
And the ball goes to Bray Miller here. Puts a big torpedo bomb up here. This will test Leonard out at the back. Takes it
clean. Nice take there by Leonard. He's going to try and find some metres there. He gets him up to about 32 out from the Greta line, straight down the hey diddle diddle. I've probably given it a second one, but anyhow. Gets it out left to Keegan, who gives it on to Cassidy. Shows some footwork. And that's good metres there by Cassidy. He holds that ball, gets him just 1 metre out from the straight on the middle of the 50-metre line. Gets it back to the middle. Gets it on to Regan. Shows it. Casey Parsons says, I'll have a bit of work here. They don't want to let him open in the middle, mate. He's got pace for days. Gets him up to the middle of the field there. 40 metres out from Aberdeen's line. Slow play the ball. Goes right. Gets it on to Leonard. Goes out the back to Regan. Regan gives it on to Holland. Let's see what Holland's going to do. He's got good move. Chip kicks inside.
Oh, good take.
Josh Watson. He's been in the right spot most times here on the back of those kicks.
Oh!
As he crabs over the 10 metre line before being met in a strong tackle there by Leonard
great
on
work
the
by
chase.
Josh Watson. He's built like a 2-iron. Seriously.
You love your golfing references, don't you, mate?
Well, Harry Douglas is the 1-iron, and Joshy Watson's the 2-iron. Both guys very similar build, but I tell you what, pound for pound, geez, they go hard.
As Aberdeen truck the ball up over the 30 metre line, about 10 in from the canteen side of the field here. As Trent Walker gets the ball, good strong run there, great
tackle.
leg speed.
Great tackle
met
too.
an even better defence. Cal Nugent, that man cuts him down underneath.
Regan's got picked up an injury there.
As Mitch Everly takes one down the short side there, he cracks through one tackle. He's got two Greta defenders there trying to work him over into the touch line. He's about 2 metres shy of the eastern touch line here. Just about 5 metres into the Greta side of the field, as Darren says, no, that's not the mark to play it. Take it back a metre for me.
5 minutes 52 on the ETB Industry scoreboard. 6-0 Aberdeen.
As Mitch Everly plays the ball here. The ball goes out the back, throws a dummy. Gilmore, he does, and he gets the footy onto the boot.
He'll find the ground there, but Leonard pulled up, had the smarts to pull up and let it bounce. Gets it himself, has a look at his mate Cassidy. There's a bit of room here. Throws and goes.
Good take.
But that is a great tackle there in the number 3 of Jack Pride. That was Matt Well.
Yeah, Jackie Price, great defender and hell of a lot of speed.
Jesse Howard takes that next hit up. Didn't really steam onto that there. I suppose he's given his forwards a bit of time to get back. Plays it back there. Keegan goes open side. Mickey Regan's back on the field here now. He's met questionable high there. Whitball lets it go. It's just a slap around the face. It is reserve grade. Up we go. Plays it open. Goes short side. Excuse me. Gets it on to Joey. All met solidly by Jack Price.
What a battle out here between those two.
Oh, yeah, Becco. It's going to go. Jesse Howard, as he gets that, steps inside one.
Look at Jackie Price again.
Keeps his feet there. Goes out the back to Leonard. Says, let's get out of here. Goes down. That's found the grass there. That's bounced over everyone. Oh.
Joshy Watson again saves the day for Aberdeen at the back there.
And Robert Jr. Grishinger there with a great tackle there.
Yeah,
and he gets a pat on the chest there by the number 1 in Josh Watson. Yours, Foxy.
Yeah,
4.5
passes up there.
Foxy, I was just going to say 4.5 minutes to go before half time. 6-0 to the Aberdeen Tigers. And what a game we've got here. I love this reserve grade. This is bush football at its best in reserve grade. Fair income.
This is fast pace.
Absolutely, as Aberdeen take the footy forward. Aiden Edwards for his third stout on the field here.
Yeah, that's a better run.
Strong carry there. He's gone off and had some Gatorade and come back on with lots of energy here. As Corey Gilmore on the back of a quick play the ball from Edwards, goes out of 9, makes about 10 metres before he's met in a good one-on-one tackle there by Ethan Sams back onto the field. Bailey Miller will kick while they're on the front foot here. Gets hit late, but just play on.
Casey Parsons takes that. There maybe needed to have been a bit of communication as Casey Parsons is met hard there by Aberdeen. That wasn't a bad chase there by Aberdeen, Benko.
Oh, very good indeed. Maxi Grish in the front row was first man on the scene and he made a great ball and all tackle.
As Cassidy comes looking in. It's late or burst through. No, he's found some space here. Jackson Cassidy over the 30-metre line. He's got one to beat.
Oh, he's beaten him.
He steps outside. And Jackson Cassidy.
Look at this!
Down! Has scored! On the A+ Poly Welding and Contracting. Jackson Cassidy goes himself there from about, let's call it the 50-metre line and scores.
I'll tell you one thing, it'll be 70 metres by the time they get to the pub tonight.
I'd suggest so, Foxy, and that takes the scoreboard on the ETB Industries. 3 minutes to go, 6-4 with a kick to come. That was good play.
Absolutely, boys. You called it well. And the thing about it is that was off one good tackle by Maxi Grushin up there. And then the next play went to Cassidy and he went through a couple of would-be defenders and he did collect it at his own 30, lads. And what a great effort, that great run there. And he stood Josh Watson up. I didn't think he was going to get him. He skull-dragged him down by the back of the collar right at the end, but he planted it down with his left hand. Great try.
And that was, that was a good second effort there by Joshy Watson. It's a shame he missed him in the first place, but Cassidy again showing a bit of his first grade experience, Foxy.
I was just about to touch on the fact we spoke about these first graders filtering back through for Greta here today, and I think Jackson Cassidy's actually one of those boys that just threw the loophole in the first grade and reserve grade playing on the same day here.
Yes.
He's eligible to be playing today. So you look at him and Nugent along with Jesse Howe, what they've done since they've come onto the field here for Greta, and I actually think that they've probably been the difference so far. I know we look at the ETB Industry scoreboard and it's a 6-4 scoreline, but in terms of what Greta's been able to do, it's been on the back of those three.
Well, it's been all the Greta Branxton boys for the last 15 minutes easily, and they've had they've had a fair bit of possession, but their go forward's fantastic. You've nailed it there with the players. Declan Coogan's been sensational and unreal effort.
Cassidy's played well too.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time he's got the ball, he's made inroads there. They'll need that little breather, the Tigers, and they'll have probably 1 minute and a little bit by the time it resumes at halfway, but no mistakes.
This is a good game of reserve grade too, Benko.
I love it. I love it when they're getting tackled in the dust. All we're seeing is the dust boys. It's just brilliant. And by the time the first grade starts here, I did hear that they're going to start the sprinklers at half time here in reserve grade.
You know what'll be interesting to see? Who comes away with the win when the dust settles, mate?
Yes, like golf, Foxy, they put the sprays on if the greens become too fast.
So I think, if I was Greta's coach, the only question mark I'd be putting is I'd be challenging Damon Bard.
Good.
He's missed it. So
faded.
it's 55 seconds to go on the ETB Industries scoreboard. 6-4 to Aberdeen.
I can see why Casey Parsons wears a headgear, though. There's a little bit hair missing on top there.
It's all about sun smart, Foxy.
Yeah.
And Aberdeen are going to take their time. They're in no rush. They're going to try and get to the half-time break. Look,
Absolutely.
I'd believe even if they kick off, Branxton aren't going to be trying to do something stupid. There's another 35 minutes of football to go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, good call, Brad.
Thanks, Foxy. I try, mate.
Well, the last thing they want to just tackle for maybe 2 or 3 tackles here, and just nothing cheap given away here by the Tigers.
As Junior Grissinger comes off the back fence there, gets him up. Oh, he's pushed back. Now it's 20 metre. Now that's not a bad return there by Junior Grissinger.
Look for a kick here for Casey Parsons, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps. As they go, and that's half time, and Nugent will take that run. I believe that was, and that'll see us into half time. So, at half time, Aberdeen 6, Colts 4. And we're going to take a quick break here, Foxy, and we'll be back here for the second half action.
A-Plus Contracting and Poly Welding have positions available for multi-skilled operators such as excavators, grader, loaders, posi track and more. Based in the Hunter Valley with incentives and above award wages offered. Contact A-Plus Contracting and Poly Welding now.
Bengalla, for the region, for locals, for the future.
A-Plus Contracting and Poly Welding have positions available for multi-skilled operators such as excavators, grader, loaders, posi track and more. Based in the Hunter Valley with incentives and above award wages offered. Contact A-Plus Contracting and Poly Welding now.
And we're back with the second half here of the reserve grade grand final between Aberdeen and the Greta Branxton Colts. It is 6-4 in the favour of Aberdeen on the ETB Industries scoreboard. As Aberdeen get underway with the football here, it'll be Maxi Greason takes a second carry here, takes a centering run here up towards the 30-metre line before he's met in a strong tackle there by junior Cal Nugent and Jesse Howard. Those three boys, a lot of first grade experience there, do the job on Maxi. Trent Walker takes one there, drops Mitchy Comerford under. Met in a strong tackle again there. Greta aiming up here to start the second half as they bring Mitchy Comerford down, centre of the field, 40 metres out. Trent Walker with the footy in his hands here. Looks for a little runner off him, but he throws the dummy, goes himself. Looks for the offload. He can't get it away. Nick Holland does the job on him there. Brings him to the ground. 50 metres right in the centre of the field here. As the ball goes to Bray Miller, he'll put it downfield there. Nice kick, but it'll go straight down the waiting arms to Jackson Cassidy, the try scorer from the first half.
And as Jackson Cassidy, he palms one off. Palms two off there. No, he's held up there. And we're on the 30-metre line on the western side here at Greta Oval. Gets up, plays it back. Keegan, was that Keegan? No, sorry, Joe Hall, excuse me. He's come in for some work there. Come on, boys, get behind me. Gets up, plays the ball back, goes open side. Gets it on to Brandon Bendyke there. Bumps off one, finds his front as Matt Kenny would love to hear. Up he gets, plays the ball back, goes right. Gives it on to Jesse Howard there. Looking for the... Oh, and... Yeah, and rightly so. Look, there wasn't much in it.
Just gone over the horizontal, mate. You know the drill.
Oh, one leg this way.
Doesn't matter, mate. He's just gone over the horizontal, mate. That's all.
Wasn't much in there, Foxy. Look, it was the end of the tackle, and they lifted a bit higher than they should have as Keegan takes the kick for touch there. And
rules are rules, aren't they, mate?
Absolutely right. And that's not a bad kick for touch as Wendell puts the flag up there and gets them up to the...
That's Worthy on that side, mate.
Is it Worthy?
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me, Worthy. Sorry, goes out the bat to Keegan. Gets it on to Regan, who's back on again for another stint. And Aberdeen will roll him on his back there. This is going to be a slow play, the ball. Up he gets. Goes open side. Gets it on to Jesse Howard, who'll go himself there. That's a good run there. He's met in good contact. And a penalty there? Let's have a listen.
Going for the goal, guys.
So Branxton will look to even the scoreline up here with 32 and a half minutes to go on the ETB Industry scoreboard. Darren, we might have missed it, Foxy. I don't know what that was there. I thought that was a clean tackle and he tried to get it out the back.
Yeah, I think maybe what might have happened there was just a little bit too much work in the ruck there. I think he'd entitled himself to a quick play of the ball and just a little bit extra work from Aiden over the top as Jesse was trying to get a quick play of the ball. And, yeah, Darren's ruled it accordingly. And, like you touched on, Casey Parsons will take the shot at goal here to hopefully level up the scoreboard. 6-all on the ETB Industries scoreboard.
As a ball player and captain coach, this is the move that you'd be taking, Foxy, even it up?
When it comes to reserve grade, and you know me, you've played against me, I'm try at all costs. Even as a goal kicker looking to up his tally, I'm looking at this going 10 minutes here. Well, not even 10 minutes into the second half, but 10 metres out from the line, looking to mount some pressure. We're Aberdeen down. At worst, you go to repeat set. You make them work for 6 tackles. You really get that fatigue to settle into Aberdeen early in the second half, and then you go away with it. But nonetheless, I'm not the coach of Greta, and they've made the decision, not me. So that's why they've taken the 2.
And that's 6-all, 31.5 on the ETB Industry scoreboard. Comments from the great captain coach of Musselbrook, Hayden Fox.
Jeez, you're flattering.
At the end of the day, it puts them back to 0-all essentially there, Foxy. I suppose in the scheme of the game, it's probably not a bad move, so they're not chasing points.
Yeah, look, and the outcomes of the first 2 games today have been 2 points. So at the end of the day, that 2 points could be costly when it comes to the final whistle. So, yeah, probably not a bad option. Someone a lot smarter than us has made the call. And
well, they're in the finals, mate, and we're not.
Yeah, probably why.
As Aberdeen look to... they kick down onto the eastern side here, and that's not a bad. Casey Parsons takes that. And Junior will hit that up, steams onto it. That's a good return there. He again makes the 20-metre line. These are good kick-off returns here for play one front rowers today on both sides. Here we go. Gets it out to Jesse Howard, who goes down there. He's met questionably high there, but Darren Whitbourne lets it go. Finds his front. Quick play the ball there. Oh, questionable. Mickey Regan, straight and hard, down the middle here. Just outside the 40-metre line, straight down the hay diddle. There's me second half one. I can't say it again. Gets it out to Keegan. Gets it on to Brendan Bendyke, who's met in solid defence there. Put on his back hard. Gets up Leonard. Gets it out to Keegan. Regan tips it on to Jesse Howard, who breaks through one, is met there by, thank you. Tackle. Strong tackle there, halfway line, goes short side. Leonard said, let's get out of here.
They're all offside on that kick chase there. As Curtis Irving on the run takes that ball on the full, met by one of those offside chasers in Cal Nugent there, as he's brought down on the 30-metre line, about 10 in from this eastern touchline here. Or western, I should say. Jay Millwood there with the one off the ruck there.
Eastern, mate.
Sorry, I don't have my compass with me, Bradley. As Jay Millwood centres the ball there, as Trent Walken will take the next carry forward. Gets straight at Nick Holland there, who's up for the challenge, brings him down, and really good controlling tackle there. Gets him on his back, slides that ruck right up. As the ball will get played back to Jimmy Drayton. Throws the dummy out there, and throws it on to Maxi Greason, who trucks it forward up over the 50-metre line, rolling into the Greta Branxton half of the field, right in the middle of the dust bowl here. Trent Walker sweeps around the right end side of the field. He's looking for a runner off him. He throws the dummy and goes himself.
No runner there, Foxy.
Yeah, just not quite enough there. Push on the ball, enough urgency. The holes were opening up there, but no urgency to go with him. So the ball will go back to the kicker here in Bailey Miller Freebarn. Puts a nice torpedo bomb up. This will be a test for Parsons looking into the sun. Leonard says, no, I'll take it for you, mate.
As he dances around a couple there and he's met solidly. Not a bad kick chase there. And like we said, I mean, Walker's going to be their point of attack here for Aberdeen as Leonard plays it back to Parsons. Will have a run. He's going to try and burn him on the outside, and that's a good tackle there in the number 5 of Curtis Irving.
Yeah.
Oh, questionable at best there in that tackle, and Casey has stayed down in hard contact there. He's going to get up and play it. Good work there from the winger.
I'll tell you what there, Bradley. It's lucky that Curtis Irving managed to grab his tag and check what size jersey he's got on, because he was away and they would not have caught him there, mate.
Absolutely. As Nicky Holland takes a run there. Gets it on to Cal Nugent, who just goes straight and hard. One underneath him, one over the top there. Hands to the sky from Greta. Just play the ball, son. Gets it up, gets it on to Declan Keegan. Steps, shows and goes. Takes it himself there. Met strongly there. Aiden Edwards slams him on his back there.
Introducing himself to the dirt.
Yeah. And penalty rightly so. They worked him. At first it was fine because it was hard contact and putting him down, Benko. But after that he worked him over. He should have just got up and let him go.
Yeah, and it was midway through that tackle count. So a repeat set will enable Greta to get deeper into that Aberdeen Tigers red zone.
As Worthy puts the flag up 40 metres out from the Aberdeen try line, 27 and a half minutes to go on the ETB industry scoreboard. Mark Hull back on the field here, who finds his front, as Matt Kenny would love me to say. Gets up, plays the ball. Leonard back to Keegan. Shows one. Damon Bard back on. That's a better run from Bard. He's been put up and he's beaten one. Aiden Edwards going for the strip. No, he doesn't. That's going to be a good battle in the middle there between them two, as Leonard goes for a scoot, beats one, holds onto it there. And we're talking 12 metres out, straight down the middle here. Gets up and plays it. Going right. Jesse Howard goes for a run. He's going to be hard to stop. No, and that's good scramble defence by Aberdeen. We're 1 or 2 metres out on the eastern side here. And Leonard, Will Leonard has scored there in terrible marker defence, online defence, on the A-plus Poly Welding and Contracting from Will Leonard, Jimmy. And that takes the score to 10-6 with 26 and a half to go on the ETB industry scoreboard.
It was good defence. Jimmy Drayton, who really tidies up around that ruck. He was somewhat left on the ground there, and then Will Leonard, the hooker there, just sniffed that right out because they were right next to that upright, so it took the place of a defender virtually, and he snuck right next door to that upright there and scored. Great effort there by the Greta Branxton, and in particular Willie Leonard.
He's been elusive out at dummy half there, Will Leonard, along with the William Regan. The two Wills there jumping in and around the ruck area have been really sparking the Greta attack. Just in around those quick play the balls that the big forwards like Bard and that are really starting to get a roll on and get for them. So,
and it was from that piggyback penalty, mate, that little bit of discipline there.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So as Casey Parsons will look to plot this over. For any good goal kicker, this should be a relatively easily little addition of 2 points for the scoreboard.
As we get a shout out to Jason Fordham saying how good is the commentary from the ETB Footy Fever team.
It's funny you just say that on the call-outs, mate, because a little shout-out to the Musbrook Rams boys who are sitting in the aircon at the Musbrook RSL having a few refreshments, just easing into the silly Sunday and Mad Monday festivities. Hope you're enjoying the call, boys.
You are attending tomorrow, Foxy. I'm assuming you'll be going to Mad Monday, mate?
I surely am, mate. Got the costume ready to rumble, so literally ready to rumble, WWE theme. So
as Casey Parsons converts that, takes Colts to 12-6. 25 minutes to go in the second half on the ETB Industry scoreboard. We've got a good game of football to keep continuing here, Benko.
Oh, look, it's not over. We know both teams will fight to the death here. 24, just under 25 minutes to go here in this reserve grade grand final. It's been an absolute cracker.
It really has, Benko.
Tough.
Absolutely. Yep.
This heat is really taking toll on some of the bigger forwards, but I like the rotation both teams have done off the bench. Unlimited, of course, in reserve grade.
You touch on the heat, mate. Spring has definitely sprung, hasn't it? It is warm.
As they go down to Marky Hull, the aggressor. Hopefully, straight and hard, and that's a good return. Another one that nearly makes the 20 metres. He kicks out there, and he's stirred Walker up there, and they play on. Jesse Howard takes that next run.
That was actually Jack Pryor.
And what are we calling
Brad?
here?
That was the second row of Jack Pryor.
Excuse
me, exactly right,
The touch is in. Worthy's had a... He's just not quite looking at us here. We can't quite catch what he's saying. Here we go.
We'll hear
Nick.
it.
He's called the captain over.
Nick Leonard.
Just when he's getting up, mate, he's just hit him with the head, so we're going to go with a penalty to Tigers over here.
Wow, okay.
There you go.
Well, it doesn't matter, mate. Still can't kick, mate. Kick, all right.
So that's why Jack Pryor retaliated there, lads. And here, what a turnaround this is inside the Greta Branxton 20.
Jeez, Aberdeen into this.
Darren Whitbourne has made the right call here, I believe.
Well, that
probably lucky not to get sent for 10 too, though.
That came from the referee of the year, Anthony Worth, so he spotted it. Well done, Worthy.
That's probably fair, Benko. That's probably
fair.
His
dominance there, Worthy from the flag. As Bailey Carter...
that's a great shot. Howard, Hull,
Mark
and
Hull
Bard
was taking
in
his
that
anger
shot.
out on poor Bailey Carter.
He got up
and played the ball nonetheless. As the ball comes out the back here as sweeping players, Aberdeen with Jay Millwood take it to the left edge. Tackled right there on the tram line, about 6.5 metres short of the Greta try line. Jimmy Drayton into dummy half here. Turns the ball into Trent Walker. Trent Walker crabbing across, finds Bailey Carter. He pokes his nose through there and finds his front. Can he get a quick play of the ball for Drayton to play off the back of here? Slide right up there by Jesse Howard. He struck out. Jimmy Drayton.
No, he deserves a try. No, he's knocked it on.
I tell you what, Jesse Howard is very lucky there.
Yes.
He was questioning the referee decision
Turned
there.
his back.
Didn't play the ref call, and Jimmy Drayton nearly capitalised on that and snuck under him.
Foxy, I spotted exactly the same thing, mate. He was too busy appealing to the referee, and Jimmy Drayton sniffed that out. He heard it, he saw it, and he crept over, and he's just lost the ball as he went over the line. There's a little bit of a melee, somewhat disagreement there that Darren Whitbourne is... calling them all over.
You know what I reckon there? Jesse Howard's getting ready for cricket season because he dead set turned and appealed for a plum LB.
He did too. He did. We won't.
And Greta gets away with that one, in fairness too. There was good defence there, but they got away with that. That could have changed everything.
Yeah, Darren Whitbourne said not out, play on.
Yeah, you've got to play to the referee, Jesse Howard, so you got away with that one, so well done. But they need a big set of 6 here, the Aberdeen Tigers. Try and keep them in there with some decent hits. But what about that hit on the Bailey Carter a minute ago? But he got up, the big fella, and he took another one to the line.
Absolutely. And the Hull, who's been an aggressor all year, and with Damon Bard in that shot, mate.
Is it this one?
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
And you're going to get the shits at me. Yeah, right. All right, just have a quick chat to them. We'll give you 30 seconds to have a quick chat to them, and let's get on with it.
Look at that. That's good refereeing by Darren.
It is, yeah, Benko. It really is. He's really controlling this and letting it flow.
Let the boys play.
Yeah, I seen him pull both captains across, so we knew it was going to happen. Just to have a little bit of a chat. You don't need that crap. And I've got to say, I think so far all games that I've watched here this morning that. I was very impressed with the refereeing. They're letting the games flow, and if that's the agenda that's set so far, I hope it continues for first grade.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more with the referees there.
Restart.
Let the games play very well there as Greta take the ball off the scrum there. Really strong tackle there by Bailey. As I'm just tiptoeing around Brad.
Sorry,
Brad
Foxy, they're in the way there, mate. Anyway, up they get. Go left, open side to Mark Hull. And the Aberdeen crowd is getting behind him, trying to get the boys up, get the troops up as they go open side here. And he's mad hard there. That's a good shot by Aberdeen, who are aiming up. They go open side of Jesse Howard. He's not afraid of the tough work.
I'll tell you what.
Price and Walker meets him there. And Leonard with hands to the sky there. Excuse me, Benko. Let's wait and see what happens here. Goes to Damon Bard. He shouldn't be worried.
Ooh,
that's good meters by Damon Bard. And he's met solidly, but geez, he made good metres there. 40 metres, straight down the middle of the field. They go left side, Bard, looking for a bit of an argument. Keegan says, let's get out of here.
I tell you what, this is like the early 2000s.
Oh,
no! He's spilled his beans.
I was only going to say, Youngie, I was really going to say that Bradley Fenton was leading by the front there. He made 4 tackles in a row there. He was involved in 4 tackles in a row, the big front rower, and he kept them inside their own 40, the Greta Branxton boys. And unfortunately for Joshy Watson, he just spilt that last kick there, and now the pressure's back on the Aberdeen Tigers, 23 metres out from their own line, 20 in from touch.
I'll tell you what, boys. This is starting to aim up like a jukebox classic because the big hits are just rolling off here, aren't they?
Absolutely. With 21 and a half minutes to go on the ETB industry scoreboard. 12-6 to the Greta Branxton Colts. Can they get it done?
My guts is hurting from laughing so hard, Foxy.
You're in the presence of some comedy, mate.
As Cassidy throws one to left.
Oh, there it is.
And that is nearly shot of the year. That is a great shot.
Number 1 hit of 2023, Mitch Everly.
And
he's a banger.
He's got up and played it, but geez, he got it. Mark Hull to take the next one. Walker misses that, but he's come out the line to try and inspire. That's a great shot. Keep an eye on that one, Benko, and back play.
He's
as Keegan goes to the line, takes it himself, gets the offload off to Leonard, who's slammed to the ground there. Gets up to play the ball, straight down the middle, 10 metres out. Howard goes for a run, kicks it behind, and that's not the option whatsoever there.
They're going to pull this up here now because he is down injured. I see the league safe guy. He signalled to the referee that we need some time to suss it out.
Day there, he knows his stuff.
That is hit of the
Zach
year.
Leonard was absolutely cut in half by Mitchell Everly, right on the 20-metre line, and he didn't miss him. But
that song's trending on Spotify as we speak. Number 1.
Unbelievable.
That could go down in any grade as hit of the year, dead set.
Yeah.
That was fantastically
I'll tell you
read.
one thing from experience, I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a ruptured spleen here. He's not healthy.
I won't go into that with you, Foxy, but geez, I'll tell you what.
You know a bit about that doctor, do you?
Mate, I've been belted around for years in football, and I have ruptured my spleen.
There's a lot of people that brag about that too.
Yeah, what an achievement, rupturing my spleen.
Goodness
You
me, that
could not have asked for a
But
better
I tell you what, he's up.
He's tough.
He's up, Zachy Leonard. So that's what they. But you know, the Aberdeen Tigers there, they came away with that.
Another huge hit.
And
they've given it to him on the ground there.
Has said, well, if you're going to do that to me half, I'm going to do it back.
Yes. Jay Millwood now.
This game's just gone up another peg, hasn't it, in the last probably 5 minutes?
Absolutely there, Foxy.
Great game.
As Aberdeen through Bray Miller, they take the ball forward there, running into the gaping arms of Cal Nugent. He won't let too much through him today.
He won't worry about a shot there, Foxy, but he'll complete every tackle that's put in front of him.
Time. As they're 22 metres out from their own line, Trent Walker left with no option but to go himself. He gets an offload out the back. It's a worrying ball. Mitch Everly sweeps around the back, picks it up on his own 10-metre line before. Wow. He's hit Mark Hull there. And Mark Hull, there's bodies down everywhere.
Look at
this. I tell you what,
surely, Whitbourne's going to Whitbourne's pulling it up there.
Absolute war zone.
Damon Bard holding his throat. He might be in a bit of trouble here, boys.
Yeah, I think him and Walker just collided there, and he might have copped I don't know if it was intentional at all, but he might have just copped a bit of a forearm there up around the throat region, and he's still down trying to find his voice box. But the other collision there, Mark Hull, it looked like Mitch Everly might have just raised the arm a little bit into that contest, and Barry Nichols is actually coming on the field now to have a bit of a say. So I don't know if it's anything to do with that.
I wonder if Darren hasn't called him in.
Yeah, he's called that. Yeah,
big
good
fellas
call
led
there,
with
Foxy.
the elbow, as Barry has said. Yep.
Barry's right next to that very vocal crowd as well. So,
just in back play there too, Cal Nugent was shaking out a stinger, I believe, on his right shoulder.
Oh, mate,
he looks all right now, but
just
keep an eye on that.
It's been a heavy contest right throughout this contest.
He's
game.
He's no good, the young lad. He's no good, young Bard, is he?
Damon Bard, yeah. And let's hope that it's nothing too serious and he can continue on. Well, how are we seeing it, boys? Now we've got a bit of break in play. How are we seeing it?
Well, we look at the ETB industry scoreboard here with Colts 12-6 with 19 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. I think if Greta can just maintain a bit of the field position, Aberdeen are just starting to get a little bit worried. You see that last set there, a couple of loose passes starting to creep in, and they're just, it's only a 6-point ball game. They've just got to relax a little bit and stay in their foundations and just track the ball forward. And as you know, reserve grade, complete your sets and get the ball down the other end is half the contest. If they can get the footy down here and force an error out of Greta, I think Aberdeen can get back into it. But then on the other side of it, if Greta can keep the ball away from their own end, I think Greta will be too good running home with the crowd here.
That's a fair call there, Foxy. Benko, your thoughts, mate?
Exactly the same, mate. We know reserve grade can swing and roundabouts, in the space of 2 or 3 minutes that you can have 2 or 3 tries. But I tell you what, if I was the Aberdeen boys, I'd be running play. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but I'd be running some plays at young Damien Bard. He still doesn't look well.
Yeah, you go straight back at that.
And that's good that he's ended up. He's okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Absolutely. As Walker gets us back underway with a tip on there to the big charging Aiden Edwards. He's met in a strong wall of Greta Branxton defenders there, led by Declan Keegan over the top. Jimmy Drayton will get the ball out to Bailey Miller. The kick pressure's there on him by Nugent. Really good kick pressure there. Forces it
Casey
to
Parsons,
go a short kicker.
he takes that well. Gets over the 50-metre line there. Actually, he's just on the halfway. That was a good kick chase there, Benko.
Jack Price's defence there, it was. Both sides, excellent work there. Jack Price's defence has been great.
And Jackson Cassidy, is he grimacing there in the tackle? He's slow to his feet, but he gets him up over the 40. Goes left there. And Brandon Bendyke met solidly there. He finds his front, as Matt Kenny would love me to say. Anyhow, Bard's up the front there looking for a run. Let's go. He tips it on to Mickey Regan. And they get him up over the 30-metre line here. Straight down the middle.
The numbers here if they come to the right.
And they go right. Gets it on to Leonard. Goes to the line. Goes himself there.
Great tackle underneath.
Great tackle. Good read. Yep, very good read.
Great game.
Put on his back there. Up they get. They're going to go short. Oh, that was terrible.
No.
And that was not what needed to happen. Aiden Edwards is on that.
Knock on.
Darren Whitbourne's caught a knock on there. I'm surprised they didn't let Aiden pick that up and go with it, Foxy.
Yeah, I reckon the 80 metres in front of him weren't looking likely, but yeah, I was surprised they didn't allow that to be played on.
I think Aiden was hoping it wasn't going to be played on.
He'll go back and play the ball instead. That was what he was after. As Aberdeen get away with one there, as Mitchy Comerford starts to set off with a strong carry there, bumps off 1 or 2 Greta defenders before being wrestled to the ground.
They need some hard meters here, Foxy.
Yes.
And it'll be led by Trent Walker and Jimmy Diggins.
I think they need Trent Walker just to go back to the foundations and taking the ball forward before ball playing today. Just get him back up over the ad line, and then the rest will come off the back.
I just don't think one-up stuff's going to do it, because it's just the defence has been solid. They need some inside runs, some angle changes.
Good hands there by Bray Miller. Swoops on that loose pass there by Trent Walker out the back before being met in a strong tackle over the top.
I'd say be looking for a schooner after the game, mate, with that hospital pass.
Absolutely, as he gets down the short side there. Tips on to Jay Millward again. Just very sideways, aren't they? Not much going.
Yeah,
Cal Nugent's done a shoulder there.
Yes.
Trent Walker gets the ball forward. That's a little bit better from
That's
Trent Walker. Again, just pushes the pass that wasn't on there.
Walker.
Did it have to be
As
made?
Jesse Howard swoops on the footy there, and over to you, Bradley.
And takes him up to just outside the 30 metre, straight down the middle here. Slow. Oh, he might have copped a poke in the eye there, but yeah, something's going on there. Anyhow, slow play the ball. Casey Parsons says, I'll come in for a bit of work, boys. Have a blow. As he steps inside, makes a bit of metres there. And he's met hard and brought back there by the 19
Mitch Comerford.
Thank you, Foxy.
Got your back, mate.
Up he gets, gives it on to Mickey Regan. He's had a pretty decent game, Mickey Regan, straight down the middle there, or just to this side of the eastern side. 15 metres to go here. Gets inside. Oh, something's going on there. Keegan. On to Harmon. Harmon's been pretty quiet in this second half, and he has been, hasn't he? Yeah. Anyhow, met by Pryor, was it, Benko?
Yeah, he's on for Trent Walker.
And here we go. Junior Grissinger, or Junior as we're going to call him to make it easier. Quick, got up quick there. And Leonard, where was anyone?
Wow.
And we have Will Leonard, has scored that for the A-plus Poly Welding and Contracting on the ETB
There's a
industry
bit of push and shove here in the in-goal area. They're not happy with the carry on there by the
And that
boys.
it just opened up like a flower there for him. Where was the defence,
poor market
Benko?
defence. They were still, Aiden Edwards was in that tackle, but he didn't get straight. He didn't man up. He was just out of the defensive line. And what a opportunistic effort there by Will Leonard, the hooker. He just scooted through from about 15 metres out, eyes up from dummy half there. He saw the gap there, and he just took full advantage. The defence went to sleep. Well done to the Greta Branxton boys on the UTB scoreboard. It's 15 and a half minutes to go. Kick the come, 16-6, and it's straight in front.
And look, he's been, and Leonard's been damaging like that all year in all the games I've watched or played against him. If you give him a sniff at hooker, Foxy, he's gone.
Yeah, gave him a sniff there and he was off for the races. And yeah, look, I think that's on the back of just a few tackles in the lead up of that set there. Just not winning the rucks, Aberdeen. They're just starting to fall out of tackles, and the Greta boys finding their front and just winning a bit of that momentum through the ruck there, and just allowing for those opportunities for Will Regan to do exactly just that and score tries.
Few heads down at the back of the goalpost there, Benko and Aberdeen.
Absolutely. I'm looking at body language, and I'm looking at Brad Fenton. He's just come on over there from that far corner, and they'll need some experience here, the Tigers, to get back into this game. I see Corey Gilmore is ready to come on after this kick is completed. So, you know, blokes like Corey Gilmore can turn a game from dummy half. He needs to get out, eyes up football, get out, direct his big forwards around the ruck. I really think I'd like to see Aberdeen, this one-up stuff, Fox, is not working right at the moment. They've got to just run in pairs and just bang, bang.
Yeah. But for Aberdeen too, like Walker, he just needs to simplify a bit. He just needs to either run it straight hard or give it early to Aiden Edwards when he's on and just go son, go hard and go forward.
Yeah, Trent's off at the moment, Youngie, unfortunately, so he's just having a spell, and that's when Jackie Pryor, he came on out there in that right edge. So let's see how they go. I don't know if Trent Walker can afford to be off. Aberdeen can afford to have Trent Walker off for too much longer.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Yeah, he needs a quick hit of the Venelin and back on the field, that's for sure. But I think you touched on Trent Walker, maybe just being a little bit too active at times and probably taking a little bit off the Miller Freebarn boys in Bray and Bailey. I think this is a time for them to really step up and put a mark on the game.
Yep, absolutely. They just need to get down there, put some pressure on, and get some. They've got plenty of time. If they're good enough, they got the time. As the return goes to the western side.
Great kickoff.
As Mickey Regan will steam onto that. And he's met solidly there in the number 3, which is Jack Price. Finds his front. Matt Kenny would love it. And we go to the open side. And Harmon, the old stager, he's met hard there by Aiden Edwards. And he's got that ball there. And Aiden Edwards has been known for that for years. Here we go, Foxy.
He's paid a good dollar for that strip there. As Jimmy Drayton jumps into dummy half. They're about 22 shy of the Greta try line here. Bradley Fenton takes the ball forward. The captain coach says, follow my lead, boys, as he trucks it forward. Tries to find his front there, but Cal Nugent really controls that ruck well and slows him right up. This could be a penalty, though.
Should be.
Yeah, and rightly so, Foxy called it there, mate. Rightly so.
He found his front there, every bit entitled for a quick play of the ball. Cal Nugent worked him over. Darren gave him the benefit of the doubt there, but he just
Jimmy Diggins.
As the set restarts here, Jimmy Diggins takes it straight there.
That's over the top.
A little bit over the horizontal.
Wow.
Let's
see what
here.
Darren's got to say.
He's just turned away from us.
Yeah, we all know that was for you.
Hang on, mate. Let me get out of the way. Hang on, mate.
He lifted him over the horizontal.
Yep.
Quick play the ball.
As Jack Pryor, it'd be hard to stop from here. He gets a head full of steam. He's looking for an offload, though, if they can hold on to that
the ball, son. It's not the time.
Jimmy Drayton jumps into dummy half. They're about 3 shy of the try line, 5 to the left of the sticks here. He dummies, he drops Bradley Fenton underneath. The wall agreed to defence is hungry and waiting for that. Yeah, probably not the play there. That's a bit of a dead play.
Drayton deserves
the ball goes out the right here to Bailey Miller. He'll let the ball go. No, the play's not on, so he just dummies and goes himself. Takes it forward into the line. Right at the right up right there. They're about 5 shy of the try line. Jimmy Drayton gets Bray Miller running on the ball there. He steps off his left. Can he spin around and get the ball down his own line? Cal Nugent just wraps him up underneath there.
That's good scramble by Greta here.
Great
Jimmy Drayton into dummy half.
Oh, terrible.
What a bell tackle there.
Terrible
by
ball.
Nicholas Leonard. Try-saving tackle there. Dropped him on the spot. Had to be made, and that's a horrible play, the ball. He's rattled him there.
No. He dropped that as Darren
Nick Leonard has absolutely rattled Jack Pryor there, and he's tried to get up and play the ball and made an absolute meal of it. He's got legs and arms going everywhere, and they've called the ruling as a drop ball in the ruck there.
Yeah, that little halfback, Nick Leonard, what a try-saver there. That had to be made, and he did it perfectly. And I think the frustration is starting to show on the Aberdeen Tigers there. They should have done better with that set, especially they had 5 tackles inside the 20 metres, and they should have just. I think they should have swung it out wide earlier than that. They just come back one-up stuff.
At worst, Benko, at least if they'd have, put another repeat set in just to wear him out a bit. But anyway,
mate. That's it.
As we go, Keegan, he's been outstanding with one mistake today. Anyway, up he gets. Casey Parsons says, I'll have a go. Oh, he trips over there and he could have been met hard, but he's all right. He gets up. Plays it open side. Jesse Howard to take one straight up the middle there. Bounces off one. Gets him within 3 or 4 metres from the 40-metre line. What do we call it? Has he called a knock-off? What's he called? That's a questionable call. He tried to get up and play that quick, Foxy, but anyhow, off we go.
It. Play on.
Play on. Mickey Regan goes himself there. Just over 42 metres inside Greta's territory, trying to get out. Straight down the middle. Leonard. On to Leonard. Says, let's get out of here.
That's a wobbly old kick there that bounces over the head of Watson. He swoops on it on one bounce and gives the ball off to Billy Windsor. Billy Windsor gets the quick feet moving as he gets across field there. He goes in the waiting arms of Nick Holland. Nick Holland just checks his size on his jersey as well as he brings him down and then comes in and finishes him off over the top with a nice little swinging arm. As Curtis Irving gets into dummy half, tries to scoot out past Nick Holland. He does that before he's met by 3 big middle forwards by Greta. Probably not the people you want to run into as he's wrestled there, but he stays on his feet and he gets the ball played quickly. Ball comes to the left here in Jay Millwood. He gets straight at the halfback of Nick Leonard, who gets a nice wind up on the swinging arm there and meets him on the jaw line as he's tackled 30 shy of his try line.
18-6 on the ETB Industry scoreboard with less than 10 minutes to go. Can Aberdeen come out here? Foxy, it's all yours.
Corey Gilmore into dummy half here. Gets the ball on to Bailey Miller. He's inside the 40 here. Will he be looking for a 40-20? Gets it over the head of Cassidy. This is a great kick. Is it going towards the sideline? No, it takes a nice little off spin there back to the waiting arms of Leonard.
Leonard will bring it to the middle there, and he's met, we won't say solidly, but a good completing tackle there. Gets him up over the 20 metres. Goes open side to Casey Parsons. He's going to try and burn him. This isn't, and he goes back in where he should, and rightly so, because if he kept going, he probably goes out here. 30 metres out from Greta's line here. Goes open side. Cal Nugent going for a bit of work here. Bit of footwork. Goes up the middle and tip on there to Jesse Howard. Tommy Cooper on the field. He's had a long stint off, but anyhow, off we go. Left side, Declan Keegan.
That's a great ball.
Cuts it out too. Joey Hall, I believe that was. He's got metres there. He's looking for Harmer.
The veteran.
Harmer's got the ball. He goes into Keegan. And Keegan will go under the post here. And that is a try from Declan Keegan, who set that up on the A-Plus Contracting and Poly Welding with the ETB Industry scoreboard. 8.5 to go. And that'll take the scoreboard to 22-6 Colts way.
All started with Declan Keegan out there on that left edge there. What a pass he threw out there to the boys, to Joey Hall. He made the fantastic ground down that sideline. They were full of running, the Greta Branxton Colts, and rightfully so. Fully deserved that try out there. Are we dare to say that with 8 minutes to go, that could be it?
It's not over until Brad Young sings, I say.
Yeah.
Well, that's very true. Look, I'm not willing to call it yet. If they get to that 6 or 5 minute mark, it's all over. We've had some commentary from Brent Dryers on the Footy Fever saying, hope the commentary is volunteer work. Well, Brent, if you can do better, come on down, champion, because we're doing it for free and having a couple of beers. Best part of the field, 50 centre of the field. Anyhow, do we dare say, boys, that Declan Keegan, if he doesn't get man of the match here for Greta, if they go the way, then there's something very wrong.
He's certainly up there.
He's probably mine, especially that little stamp you just put on the game right there.
Nick Leonard has played well.
Yeah, that's true, Benko.
So's the fullback, young
the other Leonard.
There's that many Leonards.
Who are we thinking from the forward pack for Greta's gone good? Mickey Regan solid, but nothing outstanding.
Very solid.
Marky Hull aggressive off the bench.
Well, even Will Leonard.
Yeah, the hookers. The hookers have been great.
Done
yes,
well.
Absolutely.
Even, dare I say, Will Regan off the bench as well has played fantastically well too. When he's come on, he's made impact.
Mate,
Simon Harmer's done well in the last 10 minutes, boys.
Absolutely. Yep. That's
when it's needed.
Yeah, the old veteran. He's been around for years, old Simon.
Casey Parsons from straight in front.
Oh, wow.
Upright. Oh, dear. That's a beer at Man Monday for sure.
Well, it's crucial because that would have been 3 converted tries.
You talk about moments in the game, and I tell you, it could be a little bit of a psychological thing there that Aberdeen go, wow, we've missed that. That's a big thing there. We don't have to convert 3 tries here. Just a little bit of a sniff. I know there's, the clock's against them here with 6.5 to go, but I've seen crazy things happen here in Group 21 football.
With 28 minutes and 40 seconds, as Reggie would like us to call it, gone in the second half here.
Trent Walker's back on, boys.
Like I said earlier, you leave the mass for the half back to there, Brad.
Yeah, Trent Walker's
short kick off
here.
And Casey takes the I don't understand there why the number 5 in Curtis, he should have been all over him there trying to get that back. He waited for him to catch it.
Should have competed for that one, that's for sure, yes.
Well, Curtis Irving's that tall. If he fell over, he'd be back home in Aberdeen.
As we go, oh, that's high there, and he's let that go.
Yeah, Curtis Irving's got one from his own teammate there. I think he was unhappy that
Willie
he didn't compete
Regan
for the last ball.
goes for a scoot, has a dance around, looks for a runner. He goes himself.
Yeah, he should have competed for that.
Absolutely, Benko. That was the wrong move at this stage. Anyhow, Leonard back to the number 3, Nick Holland, who goes for a run. He's been relatively quiet. He's defensively solid, but he hasn't done much work in attack. He hasn't been needed, in fairness, as Regan goes on to Tommy Cooper, the old fella. He'll go up the middle himself. He's probably a bit younger than me, but that don't matter. I'm going to throw it out there, straight down the hey diddle diddle, up over the...
A bit of feeling in that.
He's got 2 blokes in the
25
ruck.
to go. Regan goes for a run himself, steps around 2, kicks it in behind. That's champagne. And that is fantastic. That is Champagne Rugby League to get a repeat set there, Foxy.
Doesn't get any better than that.
That's Will and Regan, like we touched on. Will Leonard, Will and Regan in around that ruck on the back of some quick play balls there. Regan danced around like primetime Benji there. Step 2 off his right foot. Nice little banana grubber kick into the in-goal area there and swarming Greta defence. So that could ice the game there, right there, that play.
It was a great take by Josh Watson at the back, and unfortunately for Josh, he had to collect it in his own in-goal, but the defence was equal to the tasks from the Greta Branxton boys, and they nailed him in his own in-goal. So here's the restart right now.
As they go down the middle, I feel like the Aberdeen Tigers have decided it's all over as Cassidy takes that return, makes good metres, gets them up to the 20-metre line on the western side here. He's asking for a penalty. Don't worry about it. You're in front. Up he goes to Keegan. Keegan gets it on to Ethan Sam. He's been a bit... Has he only just come back on here, Foxy? I believe so. Anyhow, straight down the middle here. Gets up and plays it. Regan to play it dummy half. Off he goes. Gets it to Keegan. Keegan cuts it out. And no, that wasn't the move, but Cassidy ends up with the ball.
Puts the back door on.
Bit of a dance and and it's gone out. That's a good tackle there. Look, boys, I reckon I'm going to have to call it. It is game over. The Colts have got it.
Sing a song for us then, Bradley.
What do we got? We've got 3.5 minutes, Captain Obvious, and it's 22 points to 6. Well done, Youngie. Great call.
Thanks, Peter.
If Aberdeen want to win, they've got to be the next to score.
Yes, I'm going to give the Gus Gould call. They have to be the next to score. Twice.
3.
Stranger things happen in reserve grade, Foxy, as it's yours, mate.
Yes, Maxi Greason takes a strong carry there, bumps off a couple of average defensive efforts there and makes the ball, takes the ball to the 30-metre line.
Foxy, good to see them sprays didn't come on at half time.
Here we go.
Good tackle there by Casey Parsons on Mitch Everly as they truck down the left there. Bit of a forearm there by Mitch Everly, bit of a strike of the kick there. Nonetheless, Barry Nichols says play on. Ball goes to Bray Miller into the centering of the field there, right on the tram line. Tackled in a good tackle there. Simon Harmer, the veteran, with the help of the young fella Nick Holland over the top.
22-6 on the ETB Industry scoreboard. 3 minutes to go. Greta in front.
Corey Gilmore
comfortably
inside to Trent Walker. Trent Walker darting down the edge here. He's got space in front of him. Palms off one there in Nick Leonard before Nick Holland comes in with the help of Casey Parsons. Gets his headgear in there nice and tight and wrestles him, slows that ruck right up. Trent Walker not happy with that. Not the person you want to be starting there. Casey Parsons stands his ground. Ball goes to Bray Miller. Last tackle here, no, fourth tackle as he steps off his right there. Brought down in a good tackle there underneath by Willie Regan. Simon Harmer over the top.
What are they going to do here, Foxy?
The ball goes to Bailey Mill. He needs to try something. It might be time for a chip, I think, and he does exactly that. Geez, I must be a halfback, and the ball bounces up. Wow,
and that's a great take by Leonard.
They'll score from
Leonard will go by himself. Oh!
Gilmore.
Corey Gilmore.
And he's called, and rightly so. That was high. That was very high. I mean, it needed to be made because, I mean, nonetheless, the game is a foregone conclusion. If he didn't make it, Leonard was off to the races.
Corey Gilmore has dead set just checked his dental work there because he's just slapped him up around the chops. Otherwise, exactly right. Zach
and
Leonard.
Now he's pointing for summer. What's the point now, son? You've lost the game. Why mouth off now?
You know, the smart thing would be to I don't know whether Corey should start. I'd be dragging him off unless he doesn't intend on playing next year.
I'm sure the crowd would like to see him stay on the field.
Yeah, you know what I'm getting at, because with a minute and a half to go here, 22 points to 6. This is a title for reserve grade Greta Branxton side here, so well done.
And they'll take their time here, Banco, to get the race.
You reckon who's going to be the first person up here in defence on Simon Harmer?
And Harmer, the old fella, to take it. And that's a good run. They didn't even bother attempting that big shot there or anything. Anyhow, with a minute and 15 to go, Colts plays Bard. Oh, Bard's
went behind him.
Oh, he's let that go. Darren Whitbourne said that's gone back, and he's met hard there. with 1 minute to go.
Lost it.
And he's lost that ball.
Darren Whitbourne just said you dropped something, mate. Nonetheless, this is Simon Harmer just having a few words there. Let's tune in and see if we can hear something.
I've got a week for that. That's all.
He got a week for
Yeah.
Hey, no more. Trent, and the language there is just outrageous.
Yeah,
we don't like that here at Footy Fever, do we?
Him and Simon Harmer and Corey Gilmore are having a running battle here, and you got to ask yourself, what's the point? There's 30 seconds to go.
Too late to be worrying about it now, Banker. They should have done it 15 minutes ago.
I know Corey Gilmore rates himself there when it comes to the push and shove stuff, but he's going up a few weight classes and a few extra fights in the division of Simon Harmer. As the ball comes out to Joshy Watson here, as we trounce into the last 20 seconds of this game here. Joshy Watson's been trying his best here for Aberdeen. He's probably been one of their best today.
10 seconds.
Jimmy Drayton here at dummy half. Sorry, he gets the ball on to Corey Gilmore. They might look for this bloke here as he goes into the waiting arms of Nick Holland. Nick Holland and Ethan Sands bring him to the ground here. Corey Gilmore kicking and screaming here. He's not happy about that.
And that is game over. Greta Branxton Colts on the ETB Industries scoreboard have won 22-6.
There's a penalty.
Yeah, there's a penalty.
Darren Whitbourne has given a penalty.
I don't know why Corey. I don't know.
And he's thrown it out.
I don't know why Corey's rushing for the tap here. The
kids have run onto the field here in back play. They need to get off. Harmer's telling them to leave.
Yeah, look,
they only listen because he's a police officer.
I think the smart thing to do is just take the tap, Jimmy Drayton or Corey, and just kick it into
and just
touch.
call it Benko.
Ridiculous. There's no need to go any further with this.
What about the ball from the touch judge there? Great ball back onto the field there.
Barry Nichols, the man, the myth, the legend.
I wouldn't have worried about it.
Surely Trent Walker, being the season as he is, just says, just kick it out and get it over with.
Just get it out, Corey.
Yep. Yeah. And that's a wonderful win by Greta Branxton Colts.
Well deserved.
It hasn't been a happy day so far for the upper end of the valley, guys. Two Scone sides going down and the Aberdeen Tigers going down. Congratulations to the Greta Branxton Colts. The likes, the halves, Leonard boys, the whole three Leonard boys were outstanding. So was Declan Coogan. And I think you nailed it, Youngie. The front row, Michael Regan and young Brandon Bendich, they were all good. And Cal Nugent and Hull and Bard, when they came off the bench, outstanding.
Who are we going our 3-2-1s by? I know it don't mean too much, but Footy Fever's 3-2-1 in the grand final, boys.
You know what? My 3-2-1, I'm going to go 3 points to the hooker in Will Leonard. I'll go 2 points to Declan Keegan. I'll go 1 point to Zach Leonard.
Yeah, I'll back that up. I can't disagree with that. It could have went to a host of boys. I want to give Trent Walker a bit of a rap, lads.
Yep.
Trent Walker was outstanding.
He tried everything.
Watson.
He was just there, and it was really good. So congratulations to Greta Branxton Colts on this reserve grade grand final victory.
And it's good to see Greta. I know we've got to keep it quick, but it's good to see Greta have been struggling for a while. Foxy, as you'd know, in reserve. It's good to see. It's good for the comp if Greta's going well.
Absolutely.
Now that means it's not 4 teams in Scone, Singleton, Aberdeen, etc. It's now 5 or 6 teams that have got to compete.
Very, very beneficiary of Group 21 today's outcomes. But nonetheless, congratulations to Greta in a great win there to take out the 2023 reserve grade Group 21 competition. And we'll zone out. I'm going to hand my headset off to a much more important person than me, Dave Lazell.
Well, he might be. Is he important, Foxy? I don't know. Do I stay on here or? Okay.
Yeah, you're on, Youngie.
Let's add Dave Lazell. He was down at the Albion at Anzac Day this year, and he wouldn't have a punt. I was running the 2 up there, and he would not jump in with his own money there.
What do you think of the day so far, Dave? It's been how good is it? Typical bush footy, but what we've had 3 cracking games. Well done to all the people involved. What's your thoughts, mate? What a great day.
Oh, absolutely unbelievable. Look, the weather's absolutely perfect. There are families as far as the eye can see, and I just love now seeing it. At the end of each match, we're seeing the families go out on the ground, and it's the best you can get a bush footy because all the kids are here. They feel like they're a part of it. So we've got the next generation of champions really inspired out there
Absolutely.
today.
And the kids, the kids are just running on the field, and great to see that there's a fantastic crowd here today for Greta Branxton. I know there's plenty of people from all over the valley in all our areas, and they've come from Cessnock, they've come from all the coalfields that come up here because it's nice and close. What a day it has been, Dave.
Oh, absolutely. Look, I'm seeing people all the way from up at Scone, obviously coming down, and they're staying for the rest of the day to see all the rest of the matches. We've got everyone all over the valley coming in to enjoy themselves, and this is really what you want to see. But I tell you what, pretty dusty out there on the field, so I don't know how hard it is, but I've seen some of those tackles really physical matches.
Does this come under your jurisdiction, Dale?
I was about to say that, Benko. I was going to say, are we going to look at some government grants here?
I reckon the whole complex, Dave, could do with a really good makeover. Some brand new grandstands and some amenities blocks over there. So, look, if you can pull some strings for someone up for the Group 21, for people to have a better spectating experience, I certainly would. They wouldn't go astray.
No, it wouldn't, and that's really what we're trying to do is upgrade all these facilities. Things like the female amenities.
Absolutely,
like, that is really back.
Crucial.
When the females didn't play. Now we're seeing this massive boom.
There's a big drive for it. There's a big drive for it. The NRLW is on fire at the moment. So is the AFLW, and we've just had the Matildas. The soccer's going through the roof, we can't speak highly enough of that. I don't know if you caught the earlier games, mate, but we've had 3 fantastic games of rugby league here today, and full marks to all the people involved here. And I thought the sprinklers might have been coming on at half time in that reserve grade game. That was a little gag of mine. It fell flat on most people, but hopefully we'll get a fantastic game in the first grade. What's your tip, mate? Have you got a tip?
Look, mate, I wouldn't like to predict because I've got both sides covered.
You've got to take your politician hat off now.
No.
Take your politician hat. We need a tip.
I'm on.
What are we going there?
24/7. I'm on 24/7.
Look,
we hear silly Reggie yelling out in the background. What you're saying, Reggie? He's got to take his politician hat off and tip as a winner.
Give us one.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the best tip as a politician.
Yeah,
Everyone's a winner.
Here we go. Everyone's a winner.
Footy's the winner at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Look, if you won't give yours, Dave, I'll give mine. Look, Scone are going to be hard to beat. They've won it numerous years.
Yeah.
But Greta will not be lacking to the task.
Yeah, absolutely. Dave, thank you so much for being part of the footy fever here this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the first grade game, and good luck for everything in the future too, mate. Well done.
Look, thanks a lot, guys. Great commentating today, and look what a day to commentate.
Great stuff. Thank you. We'll up here, Reggie.
And we'll go over to Reggie and Matty Kenny after a short break.